Hey, I'm Scott from Skeletonwitch, and this is...
That's Phil from Thoria Magazine.
This is Phil from Thoria Magazine, and we are interviewing each other here at Heavy MTL.
Yeah.
How's your day so far?
I mean, it's been great. I mean, the sun's here. The bands are good. I mean, they're one of my favorites called Skeletonwitch. You might have heard of them. That played earlier today.
They're okay. They're okay.
Oh, yeah.
I like good riffs.
Yeah. They have something in their music. I think you're going to like it. You should look them up.
I'll check them out. I'll make sure to check them out.
Actually, we started the tour yesterday in Quebec, right?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
We played in Quebec 2 days ago, and we played in Ottawa yesterday.
How'd that go?
It was great. Ottawa's always fun. Canada's always great. I mean, everyone's so nice, and everyone loves metal so much, and it's like it's like a breath of fresh air to come to Canada, literally, because it's not as polluted, I think. But we love coming up here, and we're going all the way to the West Coast. Like tomorrow, we have the day off. Then we play in Toronto and London, and just keep going west. And then we end up on Victoria Island for the last show in Canada, which is rad. So
actually, this tour is going on for like 3 months.
No, we just a month.
Yeah,
then we have a break, then another tour. And
okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
How do you deal with tours that long?
That helps. Some beer helps. It's just really it's all about your mindset, and we love to do this.
Yeah.
You know, playing music, playing heavy metal, playing rock and roll is what we love. Mm-hmm. And you know, any rough day on the road where you're tired or grumpy or maybe you get sick is so much better than a day doing something you don't want to do in an office you don't want to be in.
Definitely.
Or doing something that is against your will or your nature. So it's really perspective and love of what we do that makes us do it.
How many beers do you think you can drink in a 1 month?
Oh my God! I don't think I want to say the answer because it's a lot.
You have to keep track, and then when you arrive in Victoria, tell us.
Okay, I'll do a tally.
Post it on Facebook, like a little figure of you and amount of beer cans beside it.
Yeah, I'll tell you who drinks the most, and you can pan the camera over because they're also doing an interview. Nate from Skeletonwitch, Big Red over there. He is the consummate beer drinker. Like lighter beers, pilsners and stuff, but just so many of them. If we really want to get a shocking tally, we should see how many Nate drinks by the end of it. But I'm right behind him probably.
I mean, if you want to drink a lot, lager's the way to go anyway.
Yeah.
You're not gonna drink 80 stouts in a week, right?
Oh, you'd die. You'd die.
Actually, you guys have a new EP. We're not only here to talk about booze and party, right?
Correct.
So you have an EP coming up on the 19th?
Yes, correct. Nice. You're ready.
I do my research.
You do. Not everyone does. I appreciate that. Yes, our EP is called The Apothic Gloom. It comes out on the 19th, as you said. And it's if no one has had the chance to see us live with our new singer, Adam Clemens, then the EP will be their introduction to Adam. And some of the songs are already streaming online, and people can check it out, before they buy it. But yeah, this is sort of... I'm hesitant to call it Skeletonwitch 2.0. I mean, myself and Nate and Evan have always written the music for the band, and that's never changed. But it's different. We're not going to say that it's not. It's a new singer. It's a new... And we've changed a little in that the songs on the EP are slightly longer.
Yeah.
There's a little more like ambiance and a little more ambient stuff and some more change that... I also hate to use the word progressive, but growth I'll use. There's growth and change, and that has to happen or something dies if there's no growth or change, right? I think.
How much of...
That's a great question. Well, I worked more closely with Adam with the material I was writing for this EP than I honestly did with Chance in the past, and that's not an insult to anybody. It's just the style. I guess it's just the process was different. Nate and I used to write all the music and send it to everybody and say, here we go, here's what we think is a song. Drum machines, 2 guitars, and we do it. Say, write bass lines, make these drums way better than these shitty drum machine drums. But the genesis was with Nate and I, then we sent it to everybody. And with this EP, Adam was really excited to get involved from an early point in the creative process. So I actually discussed with him where vocals might fall and cadences for vocals and things that we didn't really do with Chance, where he was like, I'm the vocalist, here's what I'm going to do. Hope you guys like it. And there was some back and forth, but with Adam, it was like we could really critique each other. He was like, dude, don't put another guitar solo there. And I thought, I laughed. I was like, whoa, new guy, like, geez, like, tell me what to do. And I loved it. It made me happy because he pushes back and I pushed him. And so from that standpoint, the new singer did have something to do with the musicality of the new material, because he and I worked closely, particularly with the last song, Red Death, White Light, where the vocal placements would be and how it would all be structured. And it's refreshing to have the singer be the youngest guy in the band and be really, really eager and like pushing us.
Yeah. So you like him more now than your guitar solos?
I like it more than what?
Than your guitar solos.
Oh. I still like my guitar solos, but yeah, I like it all. I like it all.
All this chaos together. How would you describe the sheer amount of brutality and the extreme sounds that you put in a Skeletonwitch song to someone who has never heard one?
For us, it's describe our sound. Yeah. I guess I almost feel like at times we're a rock and roll band that plays black thrash, because we don't use triggers. We tune in standard tuning. So when we play live, there's a looseness, and like when the drummer picks up the tempo, we follow him. So many bands, I mean, if you would just walk around, when you interview people, ask them if they use a click track or if they use triggers on their drums, and you'll find a surprising amount of yes, like they do. And we leave that raw, wild element of we want it to be that way of a live show. So there's that. That's why I kind of feel like we're a rock and roll band playing metal, because we let the emotion sort of take over.
Yeah, well, there's a difference in culture in some bands that want everything to be perfect, like spot on. And I mean, people that identify more as rock bands, like you said, usually they have more of that raw element, and they want to, play it by ear at some point, right?
Sure. Yes. And I'm getting a little sidetracked, but I feel like when you go to a live show, if you just want everything to be very pristine and clinical, and sterile, I mean, we should just sit down on a chair and make sure we play everything perfectly, no mistakes, no energy, and it'll just be like it could be a math lesson, but that's no fun. Like, it's supposed to have energy, it's supposed to have teeth, and it's supposed to have balls, and it's, at least for us, because we all have balls, and it's supposed to be fun and wild. Yeah. And that's one element of our sound that I think that maybe makes us distinct as a metal band. So as you asked me to describe our sound, rather than put a bunch of adjectives on it like black, thrash, elements of death, all this stuff. It's raw, it's wild, it's crazy, it can be chaotic, but it's first and foremost from the heart and from the soul and from a lot of rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. And how hard is it to bring that energy down from the album up to the stage?
Oh, it's not hard. I love it. It's easier to do the energy on stage, because in the studio there's no one there cheering and in your face. So in the studio is a little more clinical, and then it's like, oh, good, we got the record done and we love how it sounds. Now we can like get crazy with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what's your favorite song of the new EP?
My favorite is Red Death, White Light, the last track. Only because it's a little bit of a departure for us, and I really love Adam's lyrics that take the end of the song out, and I like that I get to do something we've never done, which is use like some effects pedals and make it washy and make it sound really epic and big, which is something we never did before. So, besides Skeletonwitch, what other bands did you want to see this festival?
This weekend, I mean, it's really amazing. We have a lot of great bands. I mean, I don't like the headliners all that much. I'm not that big into new metal and all that stuff. But we have bands like Cult of Luna that are going to bring the other side of the metal tonight. And we have cool bands like Sabaton, bring also a lot of energy to the stage. We have nice local acts like Cataclysm that did a great killer set just now.
Yeah, Random question. When Sabaton runs out of wars to sing about, do you think they would start a new war just so they have fodder for new album material?
I would.
You would start a new war so they could write new songs?
I mean, I can probably get enough Sabaton fans around the world to invade a small country, so yeah, why not?
You could. I bet you're right, actually. Yeah. How do you feel about Carcass?
Oh, I love Carcass. It's also a great band. I mean, technical death metal, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah. I mean, old school sound, and it's a great goddamn band.
Oh, dude, one of my favorites. I got to catch a little bit of Carcass before we met up with you and everybody.
All, right?
No. Bill Steer is one of my favorite metal guitar players. He's so fucking good. So he's awesome. So yep, So let me think. What else? I'm doing the interview here. It's just today.
The mic, he has the power.
I have the power. Any good records you're listening to that are not metal records lately?
Not metal records. Actually, that's a pretty hard question.
They can be old. They don't have to be new.
I've been listening to a lot of blues lately. Actually, I mean, there's a great harmonicist here from Quebec that's called Guy Bélanger, who does a great blues record. I mean, he's got a really mean sound also. So definitely look it up if you like blues music.
I will. Nice. Okay. Cool. And now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn.
Do you have any other questions?
It's actually this one's a loaded question about rock and roll. Trick question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Axl Rose and AC/DC. Love it or hate it?
I have not seen it yet, honestly, so I can't comment. Without seeing it, it scares me. Having not heard it or seen it, I honestly can't make a judgment call. I'm not trying to avoid the question because I'm not scared to say what I think. But really, I never saw him sing for them. Did you?
I saw some videos online, and actually, you have to look it up. I think you'd be surprised. I'm not saying in which way, but you'd be surprised.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm just a Bon Scott guy, so I mean.
Yeah.
I like Brian Johnson. Back in Black was a great record, but I mean, when I want to listen to AC/DC, I fucking put on a Bon Scott AC/DC record. I mean, let's be honest.
Right?
But at the same time, I mean, you know, things happen.
If I was, Angus Young, I would have just thrown all the replacement out and have Airborne play with the band instead.
Interesting choice. I mean, they're more or less an AC/DC cover band, really, right?
I mean, that's how they started, and they actually play AC/DC covers a lot in their shows. They have the exact same sound, but if you take some speed, if you're AC/DC and take some speed, that's Airborne, basically.
Do you think that sometimes guys in the crowd and gals are so drunk they can't tell if it's an Airborne song or an AC/DC song?
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they do big European festivals also.
Oh,
you see them at Wacken. I mean, if they play the same day.
I saw literally. I was there at Wacken and saw them.
I mean, if they play the same day as AC/DC, if you get drunk off your ass out of German beer, of course you can confuse it.
Yeah.
I mean, you really have to get drunk on your ass though.
You'd have to be pretty drunk.
Yeah. I mean, there's no one in Airborne that's gonna drop on his back and do guitar solo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's AC/DC's thing.
Yeah. Or think that maybe AC/DC all got like a lot of plastic surgery because Airborne's much younger.
Yeah, they look like Barbies nowadays.
Do they?
I mean, it wouldn't. They have that plastic kind of feel, that shine.
Yeah.
So you can see the same in actually Steel Panther. I love the guys, but man, their surgeon is horrible. They should fire the guy.
I honestly haven't seen what they look like, but that's really funny. Those guys really get plastic surgery?
Look at them and tell me they don't. Really. That's good for you guys too at home.
Yeah. Let us know. Yes or no? Steel Panther plastic surgery. I'll look myself too. I never have.
I mean, I guess it depends on the band member, but at least have to for sure.
Yeah.
Silicone addicts.
Oh, that's such a good answer. You made me so happy. That's so funny. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to cover?
I think we're pretty good. I think we went quite around the subject.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. I appreciate you letting me interview you.
It's been a fun time, but now I have to go meet my friend Sebastian back.
Oh, awesome. Are you going to interview him?
No, I just have to go see his show.
Oh, excellent. He just played 18 in Life, and it sounded pretty fucking good, honestly. It's killer. So, all right. Well, Thorium Magazine, right? Yeah. I'm Scott from Skeletonwitch.
I'm Phil from Thorium Magazine.
We're at Heavy MTL 2016. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking us out.
Keep on rocking.